What's the deal? Yes, your boy 3CP, the dude who single-handedly predicts every NFL team's correct score, predictions, everything, because I am always right. Yes, I said it. This is for one of my subs, because I know one of my dudes is a Bears fan, so I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do the Bears. So we're gonna go through the Bears schedule. Let me get my notepad out so I can remember where I'm going at. So we're gonna do the Bears, y'all. I'm not a Bears fan, so I'm not gonna have no bias or nothing. I don't hate it. I know that they got a good defense, and we know they had quarterback problems, and they got Justin Fields now. So let's just see. Let me just go through it. I'm gonna go through it pretty much like I said, based off of what the team did last year, and like I said, with rookies like Justin Fields is a rookie that gonna make a difference because he's probably gonna be a starter. So that's why I want to pick the Bears to do this. So let's go with the first game of the season. First game of the season, they're going to be playing the Rams at the Rams. It's a home game, a night game too. So primetime game. Matthew Stafford is in LA now. He's played the Bears a lot and beat them, if I was saying, and I believe that Matthew Stafford makes the Rams better. So I definitely think he's better than Jared Goff. The Bears defense is still one of the top 10s, of course, but I think Matthew Stafford and the Rams gonna take it. So the Bears start off 0-1. So they start off 0-1. Going into week 2, back to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's coming back. Joe Burrow, he's gonna be back, and he's gonna be pretty good. He showed he was pretty good at the before he got hurt. And so with Chicago, like I said, we don't know what Justin Fields is gonna do with this offensive thing, but they look pretty good. I want to give the edge to the Bengals because I just think the Bengals might be better, but with the defensive, I think they pull a good win because of Justin Fields does something offensively. So they are 1-1 now. Heading to the next week game, which is the Cleveland Browns. A really interesting game here. Cleveland Browns almost went to the Super Bowl. I think they carried that energy, and that team is still good. Myles Garrett, all that defense is good. He's gonna have some. That's gonna give Justin Fields a lot of problems. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just give them the win. We going with that. They're 1-2 because they lose. So next week to the Lions. This one, I don't see much of the Lions doing anything because I think the Lions are not going to be that great, especially with Jared Goff. So I'm giving that to the Bears easily. They're 2-2. Next week to the Raiders. The Raiders, another team. Like I said with the Cowboys, I gave them the win. I gave them a loss to my Cowboys too. And like I said, I'm still not sold on Derek Carr. And I think the Bears can take this one, and they're 3-2. Then the week 6, the Green Bay Packers. There's no way. This is the stretch of the games where I think the Bears are they're finna just really show what they. Now remember, Aaron Rodgers didn't he lose? No, Tom Brady lost to the Bears. He lost to the Bears when he forgot the snap count and shit to Nick Foles or whatever was that last year. So this is still interesting. Chicago, that's a division rivalry game here. Aaron Rodgers and Justin Fields. This could be one of those games. Like this game is going to really be a key game early in the season. So at 3-2 right now, I'm thinking the Packers are. Well, I ain't seen their schedule yet, but I'm pretty sure they might be 5-0 by this time. But let me see. And they got Tampa Bay next week too. Man, this one's tough. This one's tough because I want to lean towards Green Bay, but I know that Chicago can beat. They can beat them. Do I want to give them the win? At the prediction, I think Packers are gonna win. I think the Packers are gonna win. So they're 3-3. Next week it's week 7. This was another one. Brady's coming back for revenge, and I believe he's going to get that revenge this time. I want to give it to him. I want to give the Bears win, but I don't think they're going. They're not going to beat them. They are 3-4. Coming into the next week, San Francisco. We know they're going to be with Trey Lance. We don't know if he's going to start. We don't know what Garoppolo. I think they're going to have some quarterback stuff going on. And with that said, Bears got Justin Fields. Offense is probably offensively better. I'm just going to give the edge. I'm giving the Bears that one. They're 4-4. Next week, the Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was one of the worst undefeated teams I ever seen in my life. They got some stuff coming back. They got Big Ben and all that. They do got a terrible backup at Dwayne Haskins, but I mean he might be better from maybe just because the Redskins or watching the football team was just not a good fit for him. But if he end up having to play, I don't see them doing much. But I think the Bears are just going to be all around a little bit better team for the Steelers, and I think the Bears can beat the Steelers. And I'm gonna give the Bears at 5-4. They're 5-4 now. Bye week, they get that bye week and go right into a big game because they're gonna need that win because they gotta go face Lamar Jackson, and I'm not giving them no chance against my boy Lamar. No chance in hell. Vince McMahon said it first. 5-5 Bears. Back to another division game with the Lions. They will beat the Lions again. I'm not doubting that. So they're 6-5. Then we go to week 13, and they play the Cardinals. The Cardinals are gonna be a pretty good team because they got AJ Green back now, and they got Dwayne Hopkins, and of course you never know what Hopkins is gonna do, but they got a good offense. Pretty good offense. Bears are just tingling around this 500 thing throughout the season. So now they're right. It's 6-6. They haven't fell out of contention yet, but they're still 6-6. Now there's a big game right here. Week 14 at Green Bay. Okay. I didn't factor in that week 6 game was a home game. This is an away game, a primetime game at that. So I want to give them a win. I think they might split wins. So fuck it. I'm still gonna. I think they're gonna split win. It might be the home win, but I'm gonna give them. I just think they're gonna split a win here, and I give them this one for. I give them week 14. I'll give them week 14. They're 7-6. Okay, then we go to week 15 Vikings. I don't really know what the Vikings are gonna be doing. This is another big division game, but Kirk Cousins isn't always. He is just not that guy, and I think they can beat them. They're 8-6. Going to Seattle. Of course, I gave them a win I gave them a loss to my Cowboys too, but I don't think they're gonna be losing many games. Russell Wilson is still there. We don't know about the trade rumors or nothing. We ain't heard nothing about this since, so it's like he's locked in. They got DK Metcalf and some good stuff going on, so they will take the Bears, and they 8-7. To the Giants, I think the Bears can beat the Giants. Might be a close game, but I think the Bears can beat the Giants. They're 9-7. 9-7. And then we go to the Vikings again, ending with the Vikings. This is probably one of these games. They might need to win this game to get a wild card position because I believe the Packers are going to take the division. So I think they can beat them again. So they're going to go 10-7. 10-7. Make sure I got my stuff right. Yes. So there we go, y'all. 10-7 with the Chicago Bears. I had 13 to 17 games. So let me see something though. Let me make. I was tripping on my Cowboys, but just how the fuck did they get 13-5 with 18 games? How the fuck did I I like there's somebody added. There was an extra game in there somewhere. So if the Cowboys go 13-4 or 12-4 or some shit like that, I don't know. But for some reason somebody added that schedule I looked at must have been an extra game in there. But nevertheless, 10-7 for the Chicago Bears. So all you Bears fans, put your bear claws up and take that wild card thing, and y'all gonna lose in the wild card round, whoever y'all play anyway. But at least y'all made it, man. At least y'all made it. Cause I know we all know the Cody Park with his kicking, his horrible kicking. Y'all, I know y'all are still hurt from that. But it is what it is, man. Oh, I'm choking up. But here we are. We out, man. Next team. Who we want to do the next team?